There are several reasons why the Mughal Empire declined. The huge empire was very difficult to administer. Decisions often had to be relied over thousands of miles. Obviously, emperors could not know exactly what was happening in every part of the empire. This was one of the reasons why Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb encouraged the use of mansabdars, but many problems remained. When rebellions broke out, it was often many months before the emperors could take action to end them. The Mughal Empire was huge, and within the empire there was an arrangement of different people and different religions. As you will have seen from the way that the emperors were continually fighting rebellions, there was always a pressure on the empire from separatist elements. The cost of putting down rebellions and fighting several battles against invaders such as Nadir Shah from Persia was enormous. It should also not be forgotten that it was often true that huge sums were wasted when emperors died, and there was a succession dispute. When Shah Jahan fell sick in 1657, all four sons ended up fighting to succeed him, even though he had not yet died. It was to avoid costly wars that Aurangzeb Mughal decided to divide the empire between his three sons, but it was unsuccessful and succession disputes continued to erode the empire. When dynasties are in power for long periods, it is easy to imagine that success will continue forever. This happened with the Mughals, who let their army's expertise decline until it was no longer an effective fighting force. When it became obvious that Mughal strength was declining, discontented groups within the empire were quick to act. Consider how Aurangzeb was unable to deal with Shivaji's rebellions in the Deccan. As the wealth and influence of the nobility grew, they became highly powerful at court, and some of the emperors found it very difficult to control them. Some, such as Alamgir II, were assassinated by powerful courtiers. With weak control from the center, the Mansabdari system was not sufficiently supervised and administrative efficiency declined. Discontent grew and revenue from tax collection declined. The Mughal Empire was in serious decline by the end of the 18th century. What eventually pushed it into final decline was the arrival of British. Since the time of Jahangir, the English East India Company tried to take advantage of the wealth to be gained by trade with India. The EIC was a private trading company, but behind it was the government of what was possibly the most powerful country in the world. England had been the first country to experience the Industrial Revolution. Its industries were producing cheap manufactured goods which were sold around the countries. With the wealth this created, the British could afford a military strength which the Mughal could not match.